All right. What's up, everybody? What is up? We are live here from the After Review Studios. I'm your host, Peter. And the OKC Thunder officially have a 3-2 lead, 1 win away from their first ever NBA title. 1 win away. Kind of incredible to think about, guys. They've never been in this situation, and we have the Jalen Williams game. Jalen Williams going a 40 burger, going crazy. Hold on, let me try and get this chat. We're tweaking, working with some stuff over here, trying to get the controller to work. Got a new chat log set up so I can see the chat, but incredible stuff from Jalen Williams. 40 bomb. Gets the dub, 120 to 109. Just outstanding stuff. And Indiana did a great job staying in this game, kind of being a little grindy, hanging around. Obviously, Halliburton being injured was a big, kind of the big story of tonight, I think. Halliburton goes down with a calf injury, calf strain, I guess you would call it. I think that's what they're calling it right now. And he was just completely ineffective. What was he tonight? Shoot, like 4 points. I think he made one basket with no baskets. 4 points, 4 free throws. 0 from the floor. Easily his worst playoff game of his career. Just nothing good whatsoever. Hold on, why can't I pull up the chat? What happens when I try and do something up, set something up fancy for us, but alas. Okay, maybe I think there's an issue on the YouTube end. I think YouTube's having a little bit of an issue over here. That's what it looks like. So, did YouTube crash on us? Okay, here we go. We have the chat up. Is the chat working? Okay. I think we got YouTube back working. Stream was having some technical difficulties. But anyway, yeah, Halliburton's hurt. Not really getting much from him. An incredible performance by TJ McConnell off the bench. 22 minutes, gave you 18 points, gave you more scoring than Halliburton tends to give you for those stretches there. 4 assists, 4 rebounds. He was making plays, 2 steals. I mean, TJ McConnell was doing everything he could to keep the Pacers in it, and I think they cut it to 4 in the fourth quarter, and then the Thunder just absolutely ratcheted up. Red Hawks, let's go OKC. Big dub, 1 away for the Thunder. I am happy for OKC, my boy Alex Caruso, who had another great game from Caruso. Big-time plays down the stretch for them. All sorts of stuff. Where was this game? I think it was a 4. They cut it to 2. There it was. They cut it to 2. Siakam makes the 3. 95-93. They cut it to 2. OKC was up 18 in the second quarter. Or the third quarter, they were up 18. Going to be at Paycom for Game 6 watch party. Hopefully they pull it out. Well, that will be a hell of a party. I don't know how I feel about going to a stadium to watch a game on the big screens, but you definitely want to be somewhere with Thunder fans, with your people, if they do, because the celebration's going to be full on. Because when is Game 6 is Thursday in Indiana. Game 6 Thursday in Indiana, and then Game 7 would be on Sunday if Indiana can stay alive. But yeah, so with 8:30 left, they cut it to 2, and then OKC just goes wild. Bang a 3, turnover, dunk, timeout. Caruso comes in the game, foul, offensive rebound. Dort gives a foul. Turner makes 1 of 2. Come back. They cut it to 5. Oh, he makes both free throws. I don't know why it goes 1 of 2, 1 of 2. Dort bangs 3. Anytime Lou Dort shoots the damn ball, it feels like it's going in. I don't know what it is with Lou Dort, but it just feels like anytime he shoots the ball, it's gonna go into the basket. Hallie cuts it back to 6 after the big run. Jalen, another bucket. turnover, SGA. They push it back to 10, just like that. And then that's kind of all she wrote. The Pacers were chasing. They couldn't really get anything going there. Incredible performance, like I said, by J-Dub. 40-piece. He was excellent tonight. 14 of 25. He was shooting well from, what did he go from 3? He was getting to the line as always. Felt like he shot pretty well from 3. 3 of 5 from 3. That was big. The Thunder just so much better from 3 tonight than they were. Aaron Wiggins was 3 of 3 at one point, 4 of 7 for the game. It was just a ton of better three-point making, open looks, hitting them. Hold on, my phone's blowing up. The homies are blowing up the phone. Tickets are free, and it's actually sick. They still do entertainment during timeouts and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Free tickets, that's nice. I know some teams charge like $20 to go to like a watch party or some shit. So, all right, and then you'll be downtown if they do win to get the celebrations going, calling out on Friday if you got to work or school. Call out on Friday. Maybe school will probably be canceled in the Oklahoma City area if the Thunder win the title on Thursday. I'm betting they give them Friday. Oh, school's out. It's June. I don't know. What am I talking about? They're in the South. I know the East Coast still got school. I'm an idiot. But yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun. Call out work if you got to work. Let's break it down a little bit. Indiana ended up shooting 45% from the floor. They were like 33% in the first half. Not really doing too much shooting there, but only 36% from 3. They were better. They were bad in the first half as well. OKC, a much better 14 to 32 from 3. I mean, 43% after going 3 of 16, 3 of 17 in game 4. 42% from the floor. They were hovering around 47% most of the game. They lost the rebound battle. This is what kept Indiana in the game. Offensive rebounds in the third quarter of this game. Feels like OKC throttles down a little bit in the third quarter, and that's when Indiana pounces with the second unit, with the aggression right there. They just turn you over. They get gritty. They get grimy. It just works, and I think, they wear out OKC a bit there, but then they get their substitution patterns going. Free throws even, 30 free throws for Indiana, 32 for OKC. So even there, plus 2 points on the free throw percentage. OKC shot uncharacteristically bad from the line, 81%. They're normally hovering around 90, it feels like, 85 to 90. But offensive boards kept them in the game. They win the rebound total. Assist even, OKC moving the ball. That's the big OKC thing. If OKC moves the ball, get the assists rolling, that's a good sign for them offensively. And then 23 turnovers by the Pacers leads to 32 points. Bub, guess who's back? He's alive. Welcome back. Welcome back. I wasn't worried. It's not football season yet. We're getting ready for it. Getting ready for your Bucks over here. We've been gassing up Tampa Bay on the fantasy channel. We think it's going to be a big fantasy season down in Tampa. But 23 turnovers, 32 points for OKC off of the turnovers. Just a ridiculous number. Like I said last game, most team averaged like 1 point off per turnover. OKC was like 1.5 this season, so huge number. 9 turnovers for OKC. They had 6 in the third quarter, 9 points conceded. That's kind of what led to Indiana's comeback there a little bit. Indiana wins the points in the paint, equal on fouls, largest lead. Indiana was up 3 early in the first quarter, but that was about it. 18 for OKC, like I said, in the third quarter. But I am a basketball fan, but I'm a bigger NFL fan. Okay, that's good. It's been a weird series. Ends, what's up, my man? Trying the new setup here, guys. So if you see me look down, I'm looking at the tablet over here. We've moved the chat down to the tablet, so I kind of have a third screen so I can change stuff on here, look at this stuff. I think it's going to help us out a lot. So I got to look down at the chat like I'm a famous streamer, guys. Guys, I'm a famous streamer. I don't know which way is the best way to have this set up, vertically or horizontally. I kind of like this vertical. It's like a third monitor here. I like it. Good shit for that. But yeah, OKC in 7. I think OKC can get it done in 6. I kind of like OKC in game 6. Feels like Indiana will probably going to be broken, and Halliburton's calf. What's Halliburton's calf going to do? But with the super chat, everybody drop the pogs in the chat. Give me that heart. Can I heart this? Can I heart this chat? Heart. And then we got to throw up the celebrations. Appreciate that. You're broke right now? Well, if you're broke, don't be donating to me, man. But go buy some candy. Will do. Buy it, hot dog. You guys are ready. I hope you guys are ready for Friday. Oh, Bub, since you're back. Friday. We'll be streaming Friday night. We're doing a 999 challenge on the live stream starting about 6 o'clock Central. 6 o'clock Central. We starting a 999 challenge, live streaming it. 9 beers, 9 hot dogs, 9 innings. There's for sure going to be 3 of us. There might be 4 of us. It's going to be a shit show. There's going to be donation bonuses if you guys actually want to torture us. I think it's like $5 and we're going to do a shotgun roulette. So one of us has to shotgun a beer. $10, all of us shotgun a beer. $20, we all take a shot. It's going to be a disaster. It's going to be a disaster. I forgot to tell you happy Father's Day. You're my second father. Well, don't look to me to be your second father. I'm a bad influence. I'm like the cool, crazy uncle who gives you cigarettes for your birthday. Just kidding. Don't smoke, kids. Maybe a Black and Mild here or there. Victory cigar. But, yeah, I thought OKC finally got into their offense in the first half here. They were doing defense, straight to transition offense. Really strong from them. I thought they were going to blow this thing out. Again, Indiana, a ton of credit without Halliburton, grinded away at them, tried to, I shouldn't say try. They did a great job keeping this game going, like staying in it, working hard on the glass, working on the assist. There we go. I'm trying to get this thing set up nice here so I can kind of look and see the chat. There we go. I think it's working. Okay. We're working on it here. This is why we hammer it out. I also need the iPad because I'm going to be streaming from my phone because we're going to be outside. So the setup's going to be a little janky on Friday, maybe. But be sure to tune in to the carnage. And then I think I'm going to cut it up and maybe make a video if I can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It'll be tough because it'll be the vertical live streams. But we're going to try and make it work. We're going to try and make it work for us. But Siakam was great. Siakam had 9 points, I think, at a point. 12 points. He had 12 points in the fourth quarter. I don't know what he finished with, but he was really leading the charge. 3 of 6 from 3. After what I thought has been a very lackluster series from Siakam after the first quarters. He's been really good in the first quarters of these games, but has disappeared late, and I thought he had to carry the load tonight for Indiana to have a shot, and he did. 9 of 15, 3 of 6 from 3, 7 of 8 from the line. 6 boards, 3 steals, 2 blocks. He was all over the place. Did have 6 turnovers, though. Finished with a -5. That's why I don't love plus-minus there for everybody. But 28 points. He was the leading scorer. TJ McConnell was your leading scorer going into the fourth quarter, too. And that's where you felt kind of concerned if you are, OKC fans, or an Indiana fans. Like, TJ McConnell's got 18. And it's the only points we have. Ben Shepherd's out of the rotation, 6 minutes, terrible. We know they don't trust Thomas. Furphy and Bryant got Garbo minutes there. But Mathurin, again, not great. 2 of 11. Had an insane putback slam. I think that was Mathurin. It might have been Neesmith. I can't remember. One of them had a crazy putback slam in the fourth quarter over Chet. Poor Chet was dead. Obi Toppin, 5 of 11, but 1 of 5 from 3. He was making his presence known early. 12 points, still solid. Miles Turner, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That's, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line. That was big. He hasn't been hitting his 3, so he hit the 1, missed the second, got to the free throw line 7 times. I thought he was much better, 13 points. He's been sick. He's struggling a lot, but it's really hard for this team to do anything when Halliburton re-aggravates the calf. 0 of 6, 0 of 4, gets the 4 free throws, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. So he was at least kind of playmaking, but they needed his scoring. He came back late in this game. He sat a lot in the first half. Came back late in this game, tried to will it, took a couple of shots, didn't really have much success for them. So the big question is, what is his health moving in for game 6 in Indiana? They're going to do everything to get that damn calf healthy. but he's been dealing with a lower ankle injury after game 2. Now he's got this calf on the same leg. His right leg doesn't feel good. His right leg does not feel good at all. I can tell you that much. So we'll see, but game 6, game 7, game 6, game 6 Thursday, game 7 Sunday, potentially, if necessary. OKC looking to wrap up their first NBA title on Thursday night. So we'll be live after the game Thursday with either a new champion or the 2 best words in sports. Game 7. I still like OKC for the series. I think the OKC Thunder have kind of figured some things out, especially when it comes to the late game stuff. The Pacers really struggle to find an offense when they just ratchet up this defense. The last 6 minutes on defense, they cranked it up to another level once again, and they're becoming the team that can close out these games. They closed out game 4. They close out tonight. They're becoming the closers, kind of like what Indiana did to them in game 1 and what Indiana's has done all postseason. Bucks in 7. There you go. I bet you the Bucks wish there was a 7-game series going on in football. They would have beat the Lions 2 years ago if they had 7 cracks at them. They would have beat the Commanders probably if they had 7 cracks at them this year. I don't know if they beat the Chiefs in 2020, though, if they have 7 cracks at the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs figure some things out. Could you imagine a football played best of 3 series like in the playoffs? We just drag the NFL season out to March. Or we start like August 7th, and then we stretch this thing out to the end of March, the start of March Madness, all through February. Play a best of 3 in the conference championship game and the Super Bowl. That would be something. That would certainly be something. So yeah, I'm excited. Bucks in 7. I'm not going to have Thunder in 7. If the Thunder lose a game 7 at home, I would be floored. This has been the best home team all playoffs pretty much. They've lost 2 games at the buzzer at home. Otherwise, most of the games have kind of looked like this. Win by 11 tonight was really close, but they were up 10, 13, 14 down the stretch, and it felt over. They called off everybody kind of called off the dogs at that point. I think, what was where was it? Where we're going to go here. Where did we call off the dogs? Where did OKC call off the dogs? It was when they got to when it was 14, basically 118 to 104 with 3 minutes left. They called off the dogs offensively, 120 to 105. Yeah. 2:54 left. SGA makes a layup. GG's. GG's. That's all she wrote right there. So, bunch of garbage time minutes. They don't score the rest of the night. Makes sense. So, really strong performance from the Thunder. Really liked what I saw. The last 2 fourth quarters from them. Closing time. Halliburton's going to be the big question for Indiana down the stretch. Can he get healthy? Can he figure this out? I don't know, man. It's a tall task. Bad hamstring, or bad calf. Not a bad hamstring. Bad calf. It's going to be a grindy game, and they're going to make life miserable for Halliburton anytime he's in there. Lou Dort is a psychopath. Lou Dort just is like a football linebacker, as Bill Simmons says, just gets in your way, physical, aggressive. He was 3 of 7 tonight, 3 of 6 from 3, though, and it feels like every time Lou Dort shoots a 3, it's going in. And they're big threes. They're big momentum swinging threes. They really shortened their bench. I guess Wiggins and Wallace are reliable at home. 14 and 11. They're useless on the road. Caruso with another 29 minutes. Only gives you 2 points. But great defensively. 4 steals. Making his impact known. No Isaiah Joe. Kind of crazy. Figured he'd be a guy that can give you some scoring there. But they just love it. Shorten the rotation. Playing their big man. Hartenstein gave you 21 minutes. He gave you 4 early. I like Hartenstein early. He can set the picks, get the rebounds. Chet's got to be better, though. Chet's kind of just dunked the damn ball. He feels way too small to me. Just kind of gets bullied around a little bit. Chet just gets pushed around a little bit too much for my liking, I think. He needs to put on about 15 pounds, maybe 20 pounds. Still good. 11 boards, 3 blocks. 3 turnovers, not great. Had a tough foul call. Obi Toppin truck sticked him, ran full speed into Jet's chest, and they called a foul on him late in the game. Like, you can't call a foul on Chet for that. That's tragic. Chet's just too skinny. Yeah, he's just a little too skinny. Or he's just not aggressive enough. If you're going to be small, which I like because it gives you the versatility, stretch 5, stretch 4, whatever he is. He can run the court. He can pass. He can shoot. Was 1 of 3 from 3 tonight. He's just got to be more aggressive when finishing at the rim, especially with the big guys like Siakam's playing physical. Turner's big and physical down low. You just got to be strong at the cup. And he just hasn't been. He feels a little unsure of himself. And we forget, what is Chet, 21 years old? Chet's 23. Chet's 23. Jeez, why does he feel younger than that? I guess this is his third season. No, 22. Yeah. So, I mean, he missed all of 22. So this is his third season, 23, 24, 25. I guess second season. What is this? His third season, second season playing? God, give me the stats. Chet stats. Yeah, this is his second year playing, and he missed time again this year. Only played 32 games this year. So Chet's still a young pup out there. Forget everybody's coming out of college at 19 nowadays, all over the place. But I'm glad they got that. Hart, though. Yeah. That's a big help. So, all right, that's going to do it for us tonight. Again, these streams are short usually, unless chat's going insane, which they're not. It's getting late over here. We will be live again Thursday night, post-Game 6, either having a new NBA champion or getting ready for Game 7. We'll also be live Friday night, starting at 6 p.m. Central Time, maybe a little bit before. Have a good night, bub. Appreciate the super chat. You're the champ right there. More pogs in the chat for you. So we'll be live for Thursday night after the game, and then Friday starting 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, 999 challenge. There'll be at least 3 of us. Might be a janky setup. We'll see how it goes for us there, but it should be a lot of fun. Come watch us. Eat hot dogs, drink beer, and suffer in pain. So with that, everybody have a good night. Have a safe week. Like, subscribe, and share.